Okay, everyone, so there's three specializations in Morrowind. There's combat, magic, and stealth. Depending on your character's specialization, different potions may prove more useful to you on your journey. In this video, I'll be going over 9 more potions, where to farm and buy ingredients for them, and for what situations they might be most useful to you. If you missed out on part 1, there will be a link in the description and hopefully a card up on the screen now. In that one, I covered what I consider to be the 4 most useful potions for everyone. Alright, so let's get more specific. Understanding Alchemy, Part 2, Potions by Playstyle. Combat Specialization. Okay, so for the beefcakes, I have selected this potion Flight. Fortify Strength, Cure Paralyzation, and Fortify Personality. So let's take the time to go over each one. Okay, so Fortify Strength. This is a tank favorite, you know. This will keep your axe arm strong and your damage high, as well as give you the strength to carry all the spoils of war that you might be picking up. We got Ash Yam, Daedra Skin, Drew Wax, and Vampire Dust. So luckily, you're a tough guy. These are all pretty much the most annoying ingredients for a coward like me to find in the wild. But we're going to go to the Ascadian Isles for the Ash Yams. This is pretty easy. These are mostly farmed. They're not common, really. So you got to go near all the plantations and stuff to steal these. Yep, and here's a nice patch. I think this is the Arvel plantation. And so, yeah, just steal this farmer's yams the way he's stealing these Khajiit and Argonians' labor. Okay, so the Drew Wax is up next. So we got to find some deep water for the Drew to spawn in, right off the coast, off the Bitter Coast here. And as you can see, or as evidenced here, by the time passing, it's going to take a while. Oh, we got one though. All right. Kind of got to wait for that water walking to wear off though, so we'll just watch them swim around. Yeah, these guys are pretty strong. They got big meaty claws, you know. Um, but yeah, they're not that bad. It's the slaughterfish that are the real problem, honestly. I mean, people think cliff racers are annoying, but I really genuinely think that slaughterfish are the worst ones. So here's the Drew Wax, as you can see. There we go. Fortify strength. All right. And this is where to buy everything. So we're going to go to Sidrith Mora for this. And we're going to start off in the Imperial Cult Shrine, which is right down the stairs from the Mages Guild. And this is the guy you want. Aunius. He sells the Ash Yams. Pretty cheap, pretty cheap. Also, these are like the best ingredients, and we're going to see a lot of Ash Yams in this part. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to get over to one of the two really useful alchemists in Sidrith Mora. Just hop over the bridge here, past the Dirty Corner Club, and right up over here on the left. Okay, so this is Pierlette Rostorard's place, and she sells a great deal of things. But of course, we're just here for the Drew Wax. She's got 5 at a time. Not bad. Okay. I mean, Drew Wax is pretty expensive. It's 100 a piece. So if you don't have the highest disposition with the people in Telvanni, maybe buy a couple bug musks or something, or wait around for the fortified personality potion recipe and then make a couple of those so that you can get away with spending a little less here. And then there we go. We got the Ash Yam, the Drew Wax, the Fortify Strength. This is great. Now let's see approximately how much strength we will get from this. I mean, my alchemy skill is like 97 at the moment, so I'm gonna get 48 points for a whole lot of time. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I mean, the value's low. Don't sell these. Cure paralyzation. So spending all that time up close and personal with enemies could land you paralyzed here and there, and likely with some pretty low willpower to defend against it. So we got the cork bulb root, netch leather, scamp skin, and willow anther as the ingredients for this potion. So we're gonna go to the Ascadian Isles for the corkbulb root and the willow anther. You know the drill here. You just go, respectfully take down these things. And so yeah, this is what the willow flowers look like. The corkbulb root. If you just kind of like take the paved roads through the Ascadian Isles, you'll find all the stuff that you need, honestly. Tons of nice little plants grow around here. All right, and where to buy all the stuff? We're going to be in Sidrithmora a lot right now. So in the Mages Guild, there's this high elf called Tusamersal, and he sells 10 corkbulb root at a time. So this is pretty good. This is a nice stock. So we'll grab 10 of the corkbulb root. And then I'm going to introduce you to the other alchemist in Sidrithmora that is highly useful. That's Anna Seloff. So it's basically like if you go from Pierlette's place, it's like directly north of her shop. So as you'll see, we'll just come around here. Sidrithmora can be a little confusing at first, but if you just like basically go into every shop, go into every building a few times, you'll kind of get a better sense of like where you're going. But I mean, it's still disorienting even for me sometimes. All right, so we're still going up around here. This is like the weird like north part. It's kind of like slower, only a couple important buildings over here. But all right, so here's Annis's place. We're gonna just skip up here. Okay. All right, and let's see. So we are looking for the willow anther. And there we go. 10 apiece. Pretty bad, but whatever, you know. It is what it is. A lot of these potions are expensive, but they're useful, so. Okay, and let's take a look. Yeah. Oops. I should have gotten rid of that ash yam. Okay, I'll try and keep it clean from now on. Okay, so the cork bulb, the willow anther, the cure paralyzation. And then, of course, this is just a standard cure paralyzation. No duration, no whatever. Magnitude. All right. And then finally, we will be making the fortify personality potion. You probably overlooked this attribute in favor of something a little more forward. So this could come in handy whenever you have to talk someone into or out of something. And we're looking at the green lichen, crushed fiber, and stone flower petals. So basically, you could go to Azura's Coast for the crushed fiber and the stoneflower petals, but apparently the West Gash has a ton as well. I'm actually not as familiar with the West Gash as I am with the rest of the map, so walking around here was kind of an experience. But here we've got some crushed fiber or I'm sorry, the crushed weed and stoneflower petals growing right next to each other, which again, this is kind of how a lot of these potions work. But yeah, so that's pretty useful. That's the West Gash. And then where to buy stuff. Sidrithmora again, we're going to learn all about these sellers here. And, well, at least Pirlet. Is that how you say that? Anyway, so we're going to head over to Pirlet's place again. Very close to Wolverine Hall, so really shouldn't be that difficult to find. And we will purchase some crush fiber and some stoneflower petals from her. I mean, this one's cheap though. And this is a really useful potion. I mean, every player can benefit from a fortified personality potion. I mean, speechcraft isn't like necessarily like fun to level or anything. So anyway, fortified personality, and let's just take a look. So yeah, there we go. We got that 48 points for forever. So yeah, this is pretty great. I think everyone could benefit from this one as well. Magic specialization. For the wizards, we have this list: Restore Magicka, Fortify Intelligence, and Feather. These are all quite useful for mages. So let's start with Restore Magicka. This is basically more important than water for you. It does what it says, and merchants just don't sell enough of this stuff. Also, it's like kind of expensive. I don't know. So we got Conberry, Daedra's Heart, Frost Salts, and Void Salts. So the Conberry you can find in the Ascadian Isles. Yeah, we're going to be visiting the Ascadian Isles a lot today. Um, Basically, again, you just walk around these paths, and I found a couple samples like basically immediately. I mean, they were empty, but anyway. The Daedra's Heart, the Frost Salts, the Void Salts, you gotta go on like the Daedric Shrines and stuff for these. It's not great for lower level characters, so you should just buy this stuff. The Daedric Shrines are, these giant purple constructions that you can find like all over the map. Not the Storm Atronachs, they don't carry anything, but these guys, the Golden Saints, they'll carry it. They'll carry the Daedra's Heart. We'll just spam left click. Yeah, so we'll clear him out. Okay, and yeah, the Golden Saints, they always have like some like OP weapons and armor and stuff too that you can pick up if you're into that sort of thing. I like to just hold on to some stuff and have full sets. Alright, so where to buy? We're going to our queen, Ajira, to get the Conberry. Of course, very inexpensive. Get hooked up there, and then I'm gonna say we're gonna go to Nelkaria. I'm pretty sure she's the only one who sells like frost salts in Balmora. And the void salts are a little more expensive. I believe frost salts are like 75 and the void salts are 100. So let's just visit her. Okay.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
Ugh, I hate scrolling through these potions. Anyway, so yeah, the frost salts are 75. We'll just pick up 5 of those. And as you can see, yeah, this is a very expensive potion, but very much worth it. After, you level up your alchemy, your intelligence, and your luck, these are way better than the potions that you'll get out of like the Mage's Guild chests and stuff. And yeah, there you go. Pretty nice, pretty nice. That'll restore your magicka to full, one of those. Great. Okay, so fortify intelligence. So this is to cast those spells that you made that would be impossible to cast otherwise, without a little chemical assistance. We got the Asham, Bloat, and Netch Leather in this one. So Asham, Ascadian Isles. You gotta go to the plantations for this stuff. It doesn't just like grow in the wild. As far as I know, I don't know. If anyone knows about an Asham that grows outside of a farm, let me know. You can find it in like sacks and like baskets and stuff in people's houses too, but Okay, so netch leather. All right, netches are passive, but you gotta do what you gotta do. They're everywhere, and if you're out here in the Ascadian Isles looking for the Ashiams, you can find them. Ugh, they're tall, giant things they are. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna get 4 leather off that one. That's great. That's a good rate for anyway, let's go buy the stuff. So I think Onius sells both Asham and Netch leather. So we'll just go downstairs to the cult shrine, not you. And we will purchase, yep, the Ashams and some Netch leather off of him to make the fortify intelligence potion. And I think also that this potion would be good for like stealth specialization as well, because like security is also governed by intelligence. So let's just make one of these and see. Yep, there's our magic number 48. And that's pretty high, honestly. I don't know, that's like half of the cap for it. So I think that's pretty good. All right, so feather. As you may have found out by now, mages are not known for their strength. So, no shame. This should get you moving again. We got Heather, Scuttle, and Ruby in this potion. And the Ascadian Isles is going to be featured heavily in this part. You can farm that, the Heather, around here. You can't really farm rubies, but you can find them in Dwemer Ruins, Ancestral Tombs, and the Diedrich Temple loot. And Scuttle you can find tons of in people's houses, but you didn't hear that from me. So of course we're going to go to
I
Ajira
must say
for
this
the
sounds
Heather.
most interesting
And
to me.
then
Please
we can
tell
get
me more
Scuttle
about it.
from one of the Belnora temple healers. So we're just going to hop on over there and pick up some Scuttle from the basement here. Yeah, I don't know. These buildings always make me feel real claustrophobic, even though I'm not naturally claustrophobic. I don't know why that is. Anyway, so to the right this time, to the right. This is the Hualu we need.
Is there something
And
I
we're
can
looking
do for
for the
you,
Scuttle.
Outlander?
Scuttle's expensive. It's annoying to buy, but whatever. And Feather. And I think we're gonna get that 48 number again. So honestly, I mean, to be real, like maybe the fortify strength potion's better here, but whatever. If you're in a pinch and you just have a bunch of this stuff around, you might as well. Alright, so for the thieves, rogues, and silver-tongued devils, we offer telekinesis, detect key, and fortify speed. So, telekinesis is for that difficult to reach loot. Basically, what you can do is like your character can reach stuff farther. I don't know if you've ever used this. I used to use it a lot more, like in my youth when I was stealing like every single item in the game. But I think it's like kind of fun and cute. So for this one, you need the Allet Hide, Bone Meal, and Scuttle. So we're gonna start with the Allet Hide. Allets are everywhere. Um, Especially in the Ashlands and the Grayslands, they're hideous. You'll see them. They look like this. They're kind of like Kagouti, but like if you like cut off like the back half of a Kagouti. So here we are just like bopping around the Grayslands. We got one. And then the bone meal. If you go into like any ancestral tomb, I mean, unless you see a vampire, um, and fight like a couple skeletons and a couple bone lords, loot a couple urns, you'll get plenty of bone meal. And sometimes, I know, just spamming. I'm so sorry. Ooh, he snuck up on me. I did not hear him. Okay. Anyway, so we'll check out the bone meal that we get from these guys. Oh, and a soul gem. That's nice. And here we go. Yeah. So plenty of bone meal off these guys. All right, and we're gonna be buying all of these ingredients. Well, both of them from Anna's sell-off again. So that is the alchemist who is in like the north part or more north part of Sidrith Mora. So again, just to get this itinerary clear in your mind, we're just gonna hop all the way along this kind of road, past the gateway and past this trading place, weird club, and then right up over here. And this is Annis's place.
I
And
can
then again,
spare a
we
few
are here
moments if you care
for
to talk.
the Allet hide and the bone meal. And yeah, you can use scuttle here too, but why would you? More useful in other potions. So let's check this out and let's see how far we can reach with one of these bad boys. Ah, the magic number again. So yeah, basically, so now you can reach 48 feet farther. Um, so if you're like snuck, and like your little like yellow like sneaky icon comes up, you can now like you could put telekinesis on and then you could like reach like that artifact that someone is like standing right next to or something and then they wouldn't see you. It's pretty useful. I don't know. I like it. All right, so detect key in case you're having trouble finding a key. This will make a key show up like on your little tiny like local map. So we got the Ashiam, Diamond, Spore Pod, and Muck here. So the Ashams, as you may know by now, you can farm from the Ascadian Isles. You gotta go to the plantations, whatever. And Muck. So Muck is all over Azura's coast. There's like one little tiny island in the fields of Kumu that has Muck Sponge on it. And okay. So like this will show up on your map. It's kind of like if you look at the map, it's like in the very center of the Ascadian Isles. Like there's that big lake. Is it Lake Amaya? I can't remember. But there's that big lake and then you go right kind of to the middle and then it'll show up on your map. You'll get a little marker for Fields of Kumu. And then yeah, right in the middle here, Muck Sponge. And then this very strange mud crab who is aggressive but not. Oh, he's diseased. Maybe he had like that immobile one. All right, so yeah, there's some muck here. If you're here already, getting the ash yams or getting anything else. Lots of potion ingredients around here. This looks like the mushroom, like the mushroom stem. These look cool. They look really soft. Yeah, so Spore Pod too. You just go to the Bitter Coast. You just look around. You'll find it. It's in these like slough ferns or slow ferns or whatever. Um, you can find them basically everywhere. All right, so where to buy these ingredients? So Spore Pod and Muck are the cheapest, but there aren't any alchemists that I know of that sell both. So you can get the Spore Pods from Submersal. He's right here in the Mages Guild lobby. And then you know where to get the Ashams probably by now if you've watched the whole thing. We're gonna go down to Anius, the Imperial Cult Shrine, and get the Ashams from him. He's got, oops, excuse me. He's got plenty. Great. Let's see. Detect key, and so yeah, there's that magic number again. So then, yeah, so within 48 feet of your player character, the key will come up on your little local map. So, fortify speed. You can use this to get out of danger or away from a guard as quickly as possible. You probably have some moon sugar on you already anyway, since, you're fishing through everybody's stuff all the time. So I figured I'd throw in something sketchy for the thieves. So for fortify speed, the ingredients we have are the Kaguri hide, the moon sugar, and the shulk resin. And as you can see, there are some like counterindications with this one. Like if you use the Kaguri hide, the moon sugar, and the shulk resin, you get the drain fatigue status effect, as well as if you just mix the Kaguri hide and the shulk resin, you'll get that drain fatigue. So you do really need the moon sugar for this one. And I think that makes perfect sense. So the Kaguri are everywhere. You'll need the shulk resin too. So we're gonna go to the Grazelands because I think it's really easy to see monsters here. Yeah. Just take out one of these little guys, the giant oversized beetles. Those are the shulks. And so we're just gonna buy the ingredients. The moon sugar. Okay, so like smugglers' caves will have it. Ships, like shipwrecks will have it. Most merchants don't like you having it on you. I don't know if they can like smell it or something. I doubt if it has like a very strong smell, but anyway. But, our good friend Perlette, she sells moon sugar. So we're gonna take a little bit from her. And as it turns out, you can also buy all the other ingredients you need from her too. So we'll just take this and this. And I'll take the shulk resin too so I can show you like in real time what happens. Alright, so let's mix up a fortify speed potion. So we got the hide, the resin. Don't do this. Look, drain fatigue. I mean, do it if you're in a pinch because like, restore fatigue potions are easy, but you want this. You need the moon sugar so you get just the fortify speed. Fortify speed. Perfect. And as you know, we got that magic number. And that's that. Fortify speed's great. Love that. Alright, so that's just a little more potion insight for you all. Hopefully it'll help you to feel a little more comfortable and a little more confident in your alchemy endeavors in Morrowind. So for your convenience, I have linked below an easy to read and searchable spreadsheet containing every alchemy ingredient in the Morrowind base game. Tribunal and Blood Moon ingredients are coming soon. So let me know if you have any other questions or if I got something wrong. Never eat raw ingredients, okay? Unless it's vampire dust. See you soon.